Hey everyone, this is Isaac, and welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about Sharpen Filters in Photoshop. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is select the layer that you want to sharpen. Next, go to Filter, Sharpen. Here you have 5 Sharpen filters. Let's go through each one of them. The first we have is Sharpen. Let me zoom in so you can see what happened. This Sharpen filter applies a slight sharpen effect to your photos. It's not much, but it's noticeable. This is before, and this is after. The next Sharpen filter we have is Sharpen Edges, which does the same thing but only to the edges of your photo. This will be noticeable around her glasses and around her hair. Let me show you. This is before and this is after. Now, as you can see, these two effects are very slight. So if you want them to be stronger, what you're going to do is apply the same filter multiple times. And as you can see, her hair and her glasses are becoming more and more sharp. The next thing we have is Sharpen More, which is the same as the first filter, just a bit stronger. Again, you have no control over this filter, so if you want a stronger look, just apply the same filter a couple of times. The next one we have is Smart Sharpen. In this Sharpen filter, you actually have control over the sharpening you're going to do. So here are all the options you have. The first option you have is the amount. The lower it is, the less sharp it is. The higher it is, the more sharp it is. The next thing we have is the radius. The higher the radius is, the more saturated the sharpening gets. Try not to do too much. If you put the radius to too much, your photo gets too saturated, so I recommend staying in the middle. Then you have the option to reduce the noise, which is self-explanatory. If your picture has any noise, this filter will remove it. As you can see in her hair, if I put the remove noise to 0, you can see her hair is pixelated, but if I put this to 100%, it's much more clear now and smooth. Then you have the option to remove Gaussian blur, lens blur or motion blur. This is good for removing blur from any picture. Then you have shadow and highlight options. Let me show you what they do. As you can see, around her face there is a shadow. If I want to remove the shadow, I'm going to turn everything here to 100%. And as you can see, the shadow is gone. If I want there to be shadow, I'm going to turn everything to 0%. And as you can see, there is a shadow now. You can play around with these settings until you get the desired result. Then you have a highlight section, which I will show you on her teeth. This affects the white and lighter parts of your picture. Once you're happy with the settings you made, press OK. The last Sharpen filter we have is the Unsharp Mask. This is a strong sharpening tool. You have 3 settings: the amount, radius and threshold. You can play around with these 3 settings until you're happy with the result. You can select the amount from 1 to 500. I recommend keeping it in between 50 and 200. And then you can play around with the radius and threshold until you get the desired result. As you can see, this is affecting the darker parts of the image the most. Once you're happy with the result, you can press OK to confirm changes. And that's it for this video. If you found this video useful, subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Check the description below for the links of all my socials, and if you have any questions or future video requests, leave them down in the comments below.